In Nia's new memoir, Bottom of the Pyramid, Nia revealed that Abby offered Aubrey O'Day 10 grand not to work with Nia. Sorry I've been so slow with these book updates, but yes, this is true. This happened in season 5. Nia reveals it in her memoir, and she says that it was cut out of the episode. So she says on page 92, she says, Abby was sitting in her chair going about one thing or another. Then all of a sudden, she took out her cell phone and made a call. She put the phone on speaker while I continued stretching with the other girls, not paying much attention to her. Once the call connected and I heard the voice on the other end of the line, however, I froze. It was Aubrey. Abby told her that she'd heard we were working together. As she said this, she looked right at me. She went on to tell Aubrey that my mom wasn't supposed to contact her behind her back, that she was my manager, and that she was hurt by my mother using one of her contacts to make an underhanded deal. She then offered Aubrey 10 grand not to work with me. I was a pretty tough kid to break, but Abby's cruel bribe made me crumble. I was crushed. Literally, the one good thing I had going for me was just ruined. I remember that awful, gut-wrenching feeling of my heart sinking to my stomach. It was like someone had ripped out my insides and thrown them on the ground. A lot of this got edited out of the episode when it aired. The network made it seem like the girls weren't in the room and the moms were, and they also cut out the part where Abby bribed Aubrey. They didn't even show me running out of the room, crying and looking for my mom. Rather than show the incident in its entirety, the episode seemed to protect Abby at any sense of likability she had with the audience. Usually when a kid cried, the producers were all over it, but since this was so malicious and vindictive, they had to protect her interest. This was the kind of thing that could have gotten the show canceled, or at least in really hot water. She then goes on to say, one of the hardest things to accept was that no one else seemed to care. None of my teammates nor their mothers even bothered to check on me after this. They'd all witnessed the worst day of my life firsthand, and no one did anything about it. Sometimes other moms would comfort the girls or speak words of encouragement to make them feel better when they were troubled. I got none of that. Instead, some of the other moms told us we'd brought the situation on ourselves and that we should have taken Abby up on her offer to manage me. That's when it sank in that I was alone in this dance mom's world. No one was coming to save me. Well, no one except my mom. It was now us against the world. I mean, I don't get how anyone could try to defend Abby when reading something like that, knowing that you literally couldn't stand this kid and her mom so badly that you offered someone 10 grand. Like, how much do you have to despise a person to do such a thing? And to put the phone on speaker, so it's like, yeah, I want you to hear this. I want everybody to hear this. You know, Abby wanted this to be exposed. She didn't care. She wanted it to come out. I also think it's really heartbreaking to know that none of the other girls kind of came to Nia's defense. Now, again, they were young and they were being manipulated, so I have grace for them in that respect. But, you know, I guess your humanity thinks that at the very least they would say something like, hey, that's messed up. You know what I mean? Just to feel validated. Honestly, though, I'm so glad that Nia had Aubrey because Nia talks a lot in the book about how that time of her life was such a wonderful, shining light in her life, and it really gave her a lot of confidence. So I'm just glad that Aubrey could offer that to Nia because she really needed it.